The future of our planet, the future of our society, the changes of our way of life. Will there be something called new normal? We are all scared of the unknown, but should we? This episode explains the good, bad and the ugly predictions for the world in 2025. A $1,000 human brain. In 2025, $1,000 should buy you a computer able to calculate at 10,000 trillion cycles per second, the equivalent processing speed of the human brain. 8 billion hyper-connected people. Facebook, SpaceX, Google, Qualcomm, and Virgin are planning to provide global connectivity to every human on Earth at speeds exceeding 1 megabit per second. We will grow from 3 to 8 billion connected humans, adding 5 billion new consumers into the global economy. Augmented and virtual reality. Billions of dollars invested by Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Sony, Qualcomm, and others will lead to a new generations of displays and user interfaces. The screen as we know it on your phone, your computer and your TV will disappear and be replaced by eyewear. Not the geeky Google Glass, but stylish equivalents to what the well-dressed fashionistas are wearing today. Early days of Jarvis. Artificial intelligence research will make strides in the next decade. If you think Siri is useful now, the next decade's generation of Siri will be much more like Jarvis from Iron, with expanded capabilities to understand and answer. In a decade, it will be normal for you to give your AI access to listen all of your conversations, read your emails, and scan your biometric data. CO2 removal. A scale-up of negative emission technologies, such as carbon dioxide removal, will remove climate-relevant amounts of CO2 from the air. While humanity will do everything possible to stop emitting more carbon into the atmosphere, it will also do everything it can in order to remove historic CO2 from the air permanently. Privacy. Think about your new best friend, the AI. It will listen to you, read your emails, scan your biometrics. What about the ones who want to steal your information, pictures, credit cards, and what about the ones who want to steal your life? We know the common hacker could do it easily, but what about the government? The 24/7 surveillance will become part of your everyday life. Think you have nothing to hide? Think again. Censorship. Though this is a list about 2025, the roots of the censorship are already very deep. The big tech companies could ban everyone they want, former US presidents too. They could censor every information they want, and what's worst, they can publish everything they want. And they can do it because they think they're right. They can do it for fun too. What can you do? Nothing. Your social media would be banned, and some fact checker will decide what is right and what is wrong, because he knows everything right. Second opinion? There won't be anything like that. Think about the medieval Inquisition. Humanoid robots. This question was really popular even 50 years ago. Would the robots be good, bad? Would they decide to destroy us? No one will face the ugly truth. They could really do it. If a robot develops a consciousness for itself, for the planet, and even for the humans too, it will start to think. The humans are destroying the ecosystem. They are killing each other. They pollute the environment. The solution? Let's make them an extinct species. Do you think it is impossible? Think about a lot of ants attacking your house. What will your answer be? You will simply destroy them all, with every insecticide you have. Experiments. I am not saying that the experiments in some laboratories have made us being quarantined, but just maybe. Now Bill Gates wants to relieve the dead as a chatbots, and even more. He wants to cover the sun because of the global warming. Really, because of the global warming? Of course. Overpopulation. Let's be honest. There are masses of land which are uninhabited, and I do not think about the Antarctica. However, the problem is some places are more than crowded. Think about Mexico City, Beijing, Tokyo, or some African city with 50 million citizens in just a few years. Shortness of water supply, food supply for all these people who don't know how to grow their own. It is not a city anymore. It is a gigantic concentration camp. Poverty. I am not talking about poverty because of the overpopulation. I am not even talking about the robots taking over your job. The problem is even bigger. The corona crisis made almost all the small and medium-sized enterprises disappear. Do you think they will open again? They won't. Every business will be owned by the big tech. For example, in no time Microsoft will decide to enter the food industry. Amazon already did. And you will have to work for them. Working for yourself, especially if you live in the big cities, is over. The world in 2025. Yes, it is not a hidden agenda anymore. If you rely on the AI for everything you do, could you still call yourself a human being? If you rely to the information placed by the fact-checkers and the big tech, could you still call yourself a human being? If you rely on the government to provide you food and water or deny you any help because you refused to get vaccinated, could you still call yourself a human being? If the government can track you everywhere you go, could you still call yourself a human being? Maybe you can. I can't. Welcome to the world of the digital transhumanism. Episode about this will come very soon.